with a lot of the car systems. As you can see, my check engine light soon is still on. The VDC light was also illuminated, as well as the slip light with the two squiggly lines going underneath the vehicle right up in that area up in there. As you can see, it's not lit, but I'm going to explain to you why. I've been a big firm believer in that sometimes aftermarket parts from a third party, such as your regular auto stores in your neighborhood like AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advance, you can buy parts brand new out the box, especially sensors on these modern day cars, and they will not work. I am a firm believer of that. And I had my mind made up that when it came to sensors, any kind of sensor, go to the dealer and get one. Well, here's what happened. I went to Nissan and got this brand new crankshaft position sensor. It's still in the box. I put it in the box. I put it on. Didn't even have to jack up the car. Just laid on the ground. Was able to get to the bolt, the wiring harness. Very easy. Tried to start the car up once this was in there. The car would not run at all. Would not run. I put the old one back in and the car did start up. And it was running rough. It had a really rough idle. It wouldn't accelerate. Wouldn't go past 1,500 RPMs. So after going through that, I went up to my local auto parts store, which was something that I tabooed myself with doing. And I picked this up from AutoZone. The crankshaft position sensor for this 2009 Nissan Murano. Put it in there, hooked the wiring back up, bolted it back in, and the car starts up. It's running now. As you can see, it's at about 7,000 RPMs. I'm trying to get that glare light out of there. Sorry for that. The car's running. Now it still has a slight miss, and that could be from, it may be time for a tune-up. I got 150,000 miles on it. But it's running, and it's running a hell of a lot smoother than what it was with that old crankshaft sensor in there. It's running smooth. I've yet to test drive it. I'm going to drive it around the block. And if everything works out, I'm going to put my scan tool on there and clear the codes out and get that check engine or service engine soon light out. Now, it could be something else wrong with it, but nevertheless, I spent $160 at Nissan getting a crankshaft position sensor, and it didn't work. The car would not even run. I'd go to a place where people say stay away from, go to AutoZone, and the car is running. So keep that in mind, people. Keep it in mind. I guess it's like the chances or odds and percentages of you can get something that works good or you can get something that fails out of the box when it comes to going to your local auto parts store. But for me, it was the opposite. I spent $160. The price was $145 and some change, but with taxes and everything, $160 at Nissan. And that sensor failed. It failed. Brand new. Still in the box. And right now, I don't know if they'll be able to take anything back. They did have, signage on the wall, no return on electronic parts, a certain day or a certain time period that you can only return, or you can only get an exchange, no refunds. So people, keep that in mind when you out here doing your work yourself, and you have to make a choice between AutoZone in the car dealership, or O'Reilly's in the car dealership, or Advance in the car dealership. Keep that in mind. Thank you and have a good day.